Hey there fellow airsofters, welcome to today's video. Again, my name is Max, and what I'm going to actually share with you today is exactly how good is KWA, their brand, their performance and everything. Is it really worth the expensive amount that it costs to own one of these particular pistols or rifles? So in this video, that's what I'm going to talk about, so hope you guys enjoy. So I don't have a lot of KWA products. I currently just have two in my collection, but in the past I've owned multiple KWAs that unfortunately just met their maker just because they were used so much. It's normal, I salvage as much parts as I could. But currently I only have two right now, and those are going to be the two that I'm going to use in this video and just kind of talking about, are they worth the money? Are they really all about that performance and everything that they talk about in their packaging and just overall in reviews and everywhere else that you hear and see KWA? So right here, what I have in front of me is the KWA AKG74M. It is a GBB AK-74. This thing is just beautifully made. The grenade launcher attachment, don't mind that. That is actually a Lancer Tactical grenade launcher attachment. It actually fits on this just perfect for those of you that are curious about mounting a grenade launcher on your KWA AK. It works. So again, you can kind of see just the beauty of the gun in general. It's very well made. It's very just high quality materials. Again, they definitely use steel components for some parts of the airsoft gun, but again, for multiple other reasons, they use aluminum as well for a lot of the parts. So just kind of giving you a quick rundown of this rifle in front of me. The actual stock itself is plastic. So what KWA I've noticed, they focus on just lightweight airsoft guns in general. They want you to be able to feel comfortable on the field without having to lug around a heavy gun. I get that. It could be a pro or a con for, depending on what kind of player you are. For me, in my opinion, I prefer realistic weight because I want to I just want to simulate the actual feeling of the rifle as much as possible, or pistol. Again, so I definitely would prefer it to be either made of wood or maybe just in general, just some kind of heavier material to where it feels nice and solid. That's what airsofters typically enjoy, is a nice and solid airsoft rifle or pistol. There's a few components here that are plastic. The actual handguard itself is also plastic. The hand grip here is also plastic. Again, the stock is also plastic. Not much else other than that. Again, it's expected they try to go with as much lightweight material as possible. For the most part, everything else is going to be a majority of aluminum/steel components. The aluminum parts for sure are going to be the barrel, the actual gas tube, and then just some parts on the actual lower frame here as well. So the selector switch is steel. All these little nuts and rivets are steel. I think actually the trigger guard is steel. I'm not sure what else is steel here, but again, most of it is metal. The magazine, of course, is actually polymer, and it's actually a nice and smart design by KWA because it actually helps with the whole cooldown effect with having your magazine not just get overly cold and then basically not function properly on the field. So they're very smart on that sort of enhancement to their rifles. So again, they really think about the engineering behind these things. They really think about you as the player, what you go through when you actually play, depending on your weather conditions and everything. They think about that. So that's really one of those things that definitely adds to the quality and the actual performance of their brand. So very good job there on KWA's end. And again, just overall, just quality. They really take the time. They really make sure they spot check a lot of things, and it's not just in the factory printed by the thousands and they ship them out, no quality control. They take the time to test these things for you, for the consumer, which I as a consumer appreciate that, because then it's less problems that I deal with on my end, and you as well. So that's definitely some plus points for KWA. Now, of course, with all these qualities, there is going to be a price to pay, literally, because, again, they're taking the time, they're going through the research, they're doing all their testing to make sure, again, everything matches the spec properly and it's the highest of quality. So of course it's going to be pricey. So just to give you a price point for this particular GBBR, I did pay about $379 for it without taxes. I bought it actually at a local airsoft retailer that is certified for KWA products, so this was brand new when I bought it. But again, that's kind of giving you an idea that their products are right around, especially the GBBR rifles, are definitely in that $300 to $400 range. Even their AEGs are probably close to that as well. But again, you're paying for the quality. Just to give you guys just an age on this thing, I've had it for over 4 years now, and I've fired probably several thousand shots off of this thing. Same mag, no valve leaks, no seal leaks or nothing like that. No sticky trigger. All the spring and hammer components basically function and click nice and solid, just like the day I bought it. Again, that's something as a consumer you want. You want something to last you for a while because you invested buku bucks on this thing, so you don't want it to break down on you. So that definitely is one of those things that's awesome with KWA. They take the time, and in the end, you're going to get your bang for your buck. I guess my negative, one of my negative things with KWA is the way that they spray on the orange tip on their guns for US customers. So I actually did have this spray painted to match it to the body of the actual gun. Because they basically spray painted, I would say probably an inch from top to where my finger is. That whole area was basically just covered in orange paint. And again, it's that crappy flake paint to where if you try to scrape it off, you're going to scrape off the paint underneath and it's going to look like a mess. So I would recommend, if you're trying to cover that, just sand off the orange paint and then just spray paint it. Again, do it nicely so everything sits even. You know, I took my time with this as much as I could to get it perfect shine. You know, there may be some little blemishes. I'm not a huge spray painter. I just, you know, took as much precaution as I could. To me, it turned out perfect. And for those of you that are looking for the quick, cheap alternative to do that, that definitely is a good method. But I advise you, that's something you do at your own risk. You know, that's a definitely a legal thing there. Again, I typically keep these inside or covered in a bag as much as possible when I'm transporting from game to game or if I'm at home. These don't go outside. I just do that, again, just for safety reasons, and I advise you to do the same as well. So that's the rifle. Again, I said I had two, so this is one of them. I'm going to actually show you guys the pistol version really quick. Okay, so not much different with what I covered in just that segment. Here's the pistol that I have here, also by KWA. It is a M1911A1. This is a GBB version. Again, very lightweight is the first thing you're going to notice. I've had many 1911s, CO2 green gas, I've had WeTech, Cybergun, KWA, I've had them all. And this is going to be the lightest I've ever had. You're going to definitely notice, again, more of this plastic, more plastic on the actual hand grip, and a lot of aluminum. And actually, this barrel, outer barrel, almost feels like plastic, but it's not. It's actually aluminum. And again, it's one of those things, it's like, you know, it can make or break deals for some airsofters, because a lot of their, actually, I think it is plastic now that I think about it. It's been a while since I've really looked at this thing. It is plastic, so it's one of those things that, again, it's like a 50-50 for me. Of course, I'm not a huge fan of plastic in my airsoft guns, but, you know, it is what it is. KWA focuses on efficiency and lightweight, and that's kind of what they do. And again, they did a good job replicating the pistol. The magazine's nice and solid weight. It's metal. Again, the movement of everything is just really smooth and fluent. It's something definitely that I enjoy with their products, is there's no hiccups. Everything runs like a well-oiled machine. So the pistol, I actually also bought this at the same airsoft retailer that's not too far from me, certified in KWA products. This one I bought actually $150, I think $159.99. Again, you get what you paid for. This thing is just as old as that AK. I got them right around the same year, I think. So they're both right around the 4-year mark, and they are just going strong. My pet peeve, again, was that stupid orange tip on this. It actually stuck out, like probably this far out, and I just hacked it off. I cut it off, so then, because I want my 1911 to have the flush look, as it's designed to, not to have that little piece of barrel coming out. Again, this is a regular 1911, not any tactical version, so I want my old school old style 1911 to look like it should, not with that little piece. So just took the initiative, cut it off, and now it's looking beautiful like it should. Again, do at your own risk, because this is one of those things where it can be a very serious thing if somebody sees these in public and they're going to really assume it's probably a real firearm. So again, be smart when you're doing these kind of things. But before I end this video, I'll just show you guys a real quick, just up close view of all these guns, so you kind of just see and understand the quality before I cut and finish to the end here. So just a moment. Alright, so I'm just going to kind of give you an up close view of all these guns, so you kind of have the best idea, just to really see the quality. So again, here's a selector switch on the AK. Here's just the metals and all the steel components. Again, all these little rivet pieces are going to be steel. The actual trigger guard is going to be steel. The mag release is steel. Again, the magazine, though, it is plastic. It's a polymer material. And again, the hand grip is also a polymer material. This part right here is aluminum. I think these two parts are steel. This part is also going to be aluminum. The barrel is going to be, you can see the coloring here. Steel doesn't have that kind of coloring. And then of course the spray paint here, again, there's little bubbles here and there, but again, I'm going to end up resanding this to fix it. But from far away it's kind of hard to tell. Again, I did not the greatest job with covering that up, but you know, it needs work, and that's something that I can do without a problem. And then here's the actual pistol itself. So again, nice and clean. I mean, this thing's 4 years old and it's still looking as good as new, basically. And then here's the back end here, the auto-loading pistol for the trademark. And again, there looks like a little bit of orange tip still left over from when I cut it off, because they spray pretty deep inside the outer barrel, which again is kind of the negative piece with KWA. But again, their quality makes up for it, and they do an overall wonderful job with their guns. Alrighty guys, so just in conclusion, and again for those of you that stuck around for the entire video of the KWA products and just their amazingness, thank you again so much for watching this video. For those of you that did enjoy this video, please comment, like, subscribe, and share this video. Again, I post a lot of airsoft related content like what you saw today, and again, it's always good quality. I always make sure to just keep it entertaining and just keep it unique and keep it fun as much as I can. But again, thanks so much for watching, guys. Have an awesome day.